What's up, Revamp crew? Welcome back to the channel, and I'm getting right into it per usual. Would y'all believe me if I said these were crochet mini twists? Like, would y'all believe me? Because they are crochet twists, and I'm in love already. I used the viral crochet hack by Mara Scampo. Hope I pronounced it right. But when I say her hack is clutch, definitely tea. Yes, I've been influenced in a good way. Y'all know me. I got to dream about some hair, marinate a little bit before I actually do it. It only took me 2 weeks to do this hairstyle because I knew I was tired of my half wigs. I needed something quick, easy, and permanent. Now, when I saw it was human hair, I was running to buy this hair trial because I know that when I wet my human hair, them curls do pop, as you see right here. Now, if you've been following me enough, you know I do love me some twists. I love me some twists, but I don't like the time. And I said, if you're not paying me to do my hair again, I'm not doing mini twists. But baby, I did these mini twists. Singles in the front, crochet in the back. Get into it. Now, if you're not aware, please know I have small head syndrome. I like big, thick hair. That ponytail's not doing it for me. I need it to be thicker and fuller. And for that very reason, I'm going to turn this into a hairband, crochet, twist hairband situation. Now, this hack has been around for a very, very long time. I don't know who created it. It was created years ago, but I'm still using it till today. What I do first is I cut the hairband. I use my stretchy cloth hairband that you can get from any kind of Walmart or online, Amazon specifically. I got it from my beauty supply store. I feed it through my beater like so and pull out the end of the hairband. Once that is complete, you can tie a knot, and there you have it, a hairband that can be turned into a long extension. Now all you have to do is tie it around your ponytail, and there you have a fuller, thicker, longer ponytail. So I was in Marshall's minding my business, and I saw these cute little hair clips, and I said, let me get that and do that hair. So I didn't really like it. It was too much for me. I found these gold strings, more my type, and yes, I was super satisfied. I tied it around my ponytail, and baby, that's the look I was going for. Yep. Do y'all see how fluffy and full YWIGS got their crochet twist hair? Because they did that. They saved me so much time. I got to give them their props for creating this hair, because I went to the beauty supply store looking for some crochet hair like this, and I couldn't find a damn thing. And I was like, if it ain't looking natural, I don't want it. Not to mention, I can use this hair over and over and over and over and over again. Let's get into the video, y'all. I do already have my hair pre-parted for this crochet hack. I have 5 rows total with 10 sections. YWIGS is the hair of choice, as stated before, and here are my packs of hair. Now, I have already used 1 pack of my 14-inch hair, and this is for the top part where I do individual crochet twists because I like that natural look. By force, by fire, I must have the natural look. I don't really do crochet, so individuals in the front is a must for me. So that's on the front. Now for the back, I have a 10-inch for the very, very back because I hate long pieces sticking out. And then the rest I have 14 inches. Doesn't that hair look so good, y'all? It's perfect. You need a beater for this install because in order to do this hack, you need to use your beater. You just feed the hair onto the beater like so. Now the girlies have been using 5 packs of 12-inch and getting away with it flawlessly. I just wanted to see if a little extra length would change the look a bit, but it didn't do much at all. So if you do want to save some coins, feel free to get your 5 packs of 12-inch because I did have 1 extra pack left after the install. So there's no need to buy 6 packs. Now, even though I only used 5 packs total, I did use my 6th pack for my ponytail hairband technique. This is me using the beater. I have it at the root of my hair, and I'm going to slide the hair through. This worked for the back portion of my hair because my braids were really nice and thin. But the thicker your braids are, the harder it is to get the loops through. So you got to focus on the tips of the braids, and then you'll get it in a lot easier. So what is done to one side must be done to the other. So I'm clipping that portion up and doing it to the next side. Like I said, half, or just as much as you can. As stated before, 1 bundle has 25 twists. So one side may have had an additional twist compared to the opposite side. But for the most part, they were even, or close to being even, should I say. I just love the beater because it just gets the job done super quick. Don't be scared to use those fingers to pull that braid out. And then you're going to fuse those 2 braids together with a rubber band. Now, while you watch me put the rubber band in, I want to talk about my sections. I did use rubber bands for the back sections because I couldn't do a big braid with it being flat without using rubber bands. Now, if you can go ahead and braid your sections in, that will be best because the less rubber bands, the better. But your girl was struggling. I needed some rubber band help. So for the takedown, I do plan to cut my rubber bands instead of like pulling them out so I don't lose hair. Now, like I said, I'm going to focus on putting the twist in at the tip of my hair. As you see, it's really easy to slide through because the tip is nice and thin. And then you go ahead and do the same thing and clip it up and then apply the twist to the next section. Twists are in place, and now I'm going to go ahead and apply it to the next section. And you're going to repeat this same process till you can't no more. Like, this is the easiest method I've seen on YouTube yet, and it's really a lifesaver, a quick hack, and it saved me so much time for a quick temporary install because I was just tired of wearing those wigs, y'all. I needed something quick but cute and permanent. And y'all stay tuned to the end because I'm going to show you how to make this even more long lasting. Now, I always grab my braid at the bottom and feed it into the braid on top because I am trying to travel the braid up for more security, and then I tuck them in at the end. As you see, traveling the braids up as you go gives it a nice good anchor because it's pretty loose if you don't travel each braid up to have it hold on to something else. But I'm going to show you some trick at the end. Don't y'all worry. It's going to really tie this look together. The further you move up the head, the more you're going to need to rely on your three-way mirror to see where the spaces may be and where you may have to add maybe 3 to 4 more twists just to fill in the space. And of course, I'm traveling my braids up to give it a good sturdy anchor and make sure everything is in place. And I'm enjoying every bit of this because the takedown process is going to be so great. Like, not a problem at all. So I have 2 more rows to go. So that means I have maybe a pack and a half to go. And I'm going to go ahead and do this off camera because y'all get the pop process by now. So the second to last row is complete. And we have 1 more row to go. Oh my goodness, y'all. Can you believe we're almost done with our install at the back? We are. And it's looking real quick, easy, and fast. And it's so full, so full. So at this point, I pretty much stuff my braids under the partings, I guess, or the spaces, and finish off with my last row. And that means I'm going to use 1 pack, but I don't use the whole full pack, obviously, because I can't fit the whole full pack on that little row. And just like that, our top row is complete, guys. And of course, we're going to go ahead and tuck that in to the spaces underneath because there's space under there, y'all. And it's real easy to get your fingers through. Trust me. And you have hidden all your braids and are good to go. Now, the trick to not having so much space to fill in is making sure that when you do your sections, that they're as far to the edge as possible. When I say the edge, I mean either you rubber band it to the edge or you braid it to the edge of that section. Now, for the main star of the show, the front. Like I said, I do individuals in the front. I don't care how long it takes me. I'm doing some individuals. It's not going to take that long compared to doing the whole entire head. And I'm about looking as natural as possible and having as much versatility as possible. I just simply braid it in like a regular braid and then start doing some twists. Nothing special. There are 3 ways you can put in your individual twists. You can braid it a little bit, then crochet in the hair, or you can braid it in like I'm doing, or you can twist it in. Now, I am not good at doing the twisting in method. I have to braid it in and then twist. And the crochet method is not necessary because braiding it in is super simple for me. But those are your 3 options. And I just do that over my entire front portion of my head. And I just cut a little bit off because as you twist this hair down, it does stretch a little bit and get a lot longer than the 14-inch it originally came in. Let me show y'all one more time for the one time how I put in my braid. I use 1 strand as my real hair and the other 2 strands with the twisting hair. And I braid just a little bit, then I split it into 2 as you see right here. And once you split it into 2, I twist and twist it all the way down. And then that's it. Pretty much you're done. So it's a really quick install. Even the twist in the front is pretty fast. It may take a little bit more time than crocheting in, but it's worth it for the end result. Now, I didn't twist it all the way down as I was going. I did leave some to finish up at the end to make sure I had the right length. So here I'm just going into finishing up my twist to make sure that it is all the way down, because if you don't twist it all the way down, you'll have a frizzy mess. So we are finally complete with the install. As you can see, my crochet is showing out, baby. So we got to quickly cover that up with a couple more twists, and that's pretty much it. I'm okay with the look. It wasn't exactly as I envisioned, but close enough, and I am happy with the results. I used some water and some black castor oil, mix it together, and I'm just spraying that through my hair to keep my hair moisturized and hydrated. I got my Curl Days cream pudding to define those ends, and that's pretty much all I got to do routinely. Now, if y'all still watching the video till this part, I got something for y'all, something real nice. And comment below if you would rock this crochet twist hairstyle, because I want to know how much y'all been paying for y'all twists in the first place going to these braiders. It's going to save y'all some coins in the long run, trust me. Anyways, here we go. So I like the look. Like I said, it's cool, it's straight, but I need it to last longer. If you put this install in, I warn y'all now, it's going to be loose and flippy floppy on each row. You need it to be secure, you need it to be tight, and I got the solution for you. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I don't do my hair as good as I do my client's hair, so maybe the part where I fuse these strands together or braids together is loose. I didn't tie it tight enough. But either way, I don't do tight anything. So we're going to use our handy dandy needle and thread. And when did they start making these big needles? Like, I'm looking for my little small needles. I mean, who likes to sew with them big needles? Because I don't. I'm on the look for my smaller needles. Like back in the day, years ago, I'm going to show my age, they only offered the smaller needles. I don't know when they came out with these bigger size needles, but I don't like it. I don't want it. I don't need it. And it's not working for me. I can't really feel what I'm trying to feel with them big needles. But you gotta just go ahead and run that right through the braid. Run that right through the section, should I say. And that's it. You're gonna have a secure install now. Another great thing about running that thread straight through that section is that your twists are not gonna slip and slide on your braid as the time goes or as you move around, because sometimes you may have not stuffed enough crochet twist in there to keep it staying in one place. It may slide left or slide right and expose the braid. Well, once you use this thread and lay it down, those little twists are not sliding back and forth on that braid. Now I'm using brown thread here because my nylon thread that I usually use is really thin and it's black. It's the color I need, but it's so thin that when I'm trying to feel for my thread to cut it off, it's harder to find. And I wanted something thick and with cotton, so the only normal thread I had was brown. But I suggest you use black thread if you are going to do this. If you haven't already purchased a 3-way mirror, sis, what are you waiting for? You do your own hair, you need one, get one. I'll put a link below. Don't waste no time, okay? Save your time, save your energy, save your life, because it really helps out. But y'all, my hair is secure and ready to go. I can keep this in for a good 3 weeks, if not 2. You know me, I kind of stretch my hairstyles. I'm bad at that because it takes me a while to want to take anything out, especially when it's looking just fine. And with that ponytail, little concealy look, you're not going to really see much, Excuse my edges. I did use some edge control that was kind of flaky. I got to find a good product. But for the most part, I am happy with the results. Yay. Super satisfied. Definitely I think it's worth the coin because the amount you spend at the salon to get your twist done doesn't equivalent to how many times you get to reuse this hair. Don't forget to rate, comment, subscribe, and I'll see y'all on my next video. Love y'all.